Hey, feasters, and welcome to episode 67 of the Ask Rezzz show. It's Jason, or Rezzz, and I'm answering your questions so that you can get past the bumps in the road to building a profitable freelance business. And today's question is a question that came by way of a cup of coffee call out to my email list. The question is, how do you start out as a freelance translator? See, every month I throw it out there to my email list, a link to basically have a 15-minute chat via Skype or Zoom or whatever tool there is of the day, right? But it's really just an opportunity to get to know you, right? Get to know each other. I always like to know more about who I'm writing to and who I'm conversing with. So that's what I do. Every month or so, I throw in a link in one of my emails and let's have a call. So some folks ask questions, we talk tools, even working relationships for gigs have happened through those calls. So when this question came up during the conversation, I thought it was actually a pretty interesting question because, well, as everybody knows, I'm a developer. I'm not a translator. But being a WordPress developer, one of the missions of WordPress, so to speak, really is the accessibility of WordPress over the entirety of the internet, right? And in that, well, it's obviously a multi-language planet. So what I did was I suggested to her was to go check out this plugin, WPML, which is a tool that I've used on projects in the past that have required some translation services. And what that plugin does is it translates the website content for WordPress sites. The thing about this plugin that's really neat is that it will translate the content via machine learning, but also give you as the site owner the ability to override that on a piece-by-piece level. So my suggestion for her was to take a look at the website, check out their forums, because I know that they had an online forum for both opportunities where their customers were struggling. See, this is a premium plugin, but mainly for websites where her services as a translator would help out, right? Because that's what we do as freelancers, is help other businesses. Another thing I suggested to her was to reach out to the makers of the plugin and see if she could get on their radar, so to speak, as on specifically with their support team as a translator, not a developer. Then use a tool like builtwith.com and search for sites that are on the web using this plugin, right? And from that, you can actually build out an outreach list of sites that have poor translations, right? Maybe sites that, their machine language is not as, well, let's say, relatable as it could be. Then perform the outreach with those pages or pieces of content to show somewhat of a before and after of her translations and explain to them why human translation is beneficial for their business goals rather than that machine translation. Well, this conversation that I had with her happened 4 months ago. And she emailed me back last week and told me that out of the call that we had together, she landed 8 gigs, and 3 of them have turned into recurring gigs. She's now looking to move up a little bit and become an exclusive freelance translator for 5 clients on a monthly basis. So congrats, you go get 'em, Mia. The web makes the planet a small place, and translations are needed everywhere, especially on websites that their businesses are global businesses, right? I think translations is a great thing to get involved in because, well, hey, look, global businesses are making money. You could become a premium vendor for those kind of businesses. If you're starting to look to break out or even just start your freelance career through a particular industry, look within that space and see what the top vendors are doing and see if you can make friends with those vendors. Even if the opportunity to make friends isn't there, right? If there's no VIP list or anything like that, no doubt you can find other businesses using those top vendors that could be struggling with something that you can help them with. Being a freelancer is about solving problems. Go ahead and seek out the problems that you can solve. How you solve them and how you present your solution to them will make you successful at business and ultimately a freelancer. If you have a question, ask Rezzz, that's me, by dropping me a tweet, an email, or leave a comment in iTunes by going to rezzz.com/iTunes. And while you're there, leave a 5-star review. It'll help the podcast be found by other freelancers like yourself. Until next time, it's your time to live in the feast.